Hey, Spaz.
Yeah.
You know what I need right now?
What?
Solid refill.
Yeah.
This is taking two hands, so I can't control anything on my end. But we're getting there. Hold on, everyone. I need to pour out a drink for my homies, as they would say. All right, yeah, the bomb effect in the thumbnail might have been overkill. Suck me. I don't care. Yeah, that. Hello, YouTube world.
Yeah.
Yes, we are still alive. I know everyone was like so waiting for the show yesterday, and we were like just trying to like
Fuck it.
compartmentalize like what we witnessed. Because yeah, there was something else, and we're gonna get into that by all means. Because there's a lot of things to say. I had so many thoughts, and I confused myself over it all.
Yeah.
I was drinking, okay? Sorry, what? Hey,
Donut yesterday is dismissed from my memory banks. I'll try to remember what I can.
Hey, this is not too bad for me specifically. Out of 4 years of post game coverage, this is only the second game I've skipped doing the post game. One I fell asleep for, and the other was the Ohio State Rose Bowl. We skipped that one.
Yeah.
This is only the second one we're actually purposely like, nah, tomorrow. When you said that, I was like, I'm okay with that. That's fine. We'll bump this bitch till tomorrow. Cause yikes. Anyways, how you doing, Spaz?
I'd be doing better if next time I learn to make sure I have tickets confirmed before I drive 2 hours and take a newbie, attempt to take a newbie with me, and yeah, utter disaster all the way around. Game day was okay, but yeah, it just yesterday was a bad day all the way around for me.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that because you were bothering the fuck out of me. I'm like, Spaz, I am trying to watch football. Stop texting me. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, you're the co-host. I'm trying to figure this.
I know. I checked your text during like the mid third quarter, and I was behind because I was pausing. I had an important phone call I was taking, so I was delayed by like 20 minutes on the game. And then I saw your text, and I was like, "Oh God, what does that mean?" And I was like, and then I had to sit in anticipation watching this thing, catching to it. But anyways, welcome in everyone here to the Quacking Now channel. This is the Fallout post show for the Indiana Hoosiers game. We are here to talk all things good. There were some good things, and all the bad. Because guess what? We are here to equally shit on our team when it is
appropriate,
necessary.
Yeah,
appropriate or necessary. Exactly, 100%. So please, everyone, do click that like button quickly on the way in. It helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't hurt you at all, and it doesn't cost you a thing. And consider subscribing, by the way, if you would. It helps the channel. Doesn't hurt you at all. Again, as well as tonight, 9:15 p.m. Central, 7:15 Pacific. Make sure to be right here on the Quacking Now channel for the After Dark show. Because there's a lot to talk about just in the last couple hours. I changed the title.
Boy, is there.
There's a lot to talk about. Troy was right. He's already left a comment on that show. He's like, oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The After Dark show will be extremely entertaining tonight. I don't know how long I'll stay for that show. You might have to wrap that bitch up for me. That one might go like 3 hours.
Yeah, it might. It might be a long one.
So, right before we get into the game, you brought up Spaz, so let's talk about it. Windows is here from fake Australia. That doesn't exist. But morning, Windows, go back to sleep or get a wine or something like that. Spaz, go over it. You were talking about it, so let's do it. I think I have these in order. Game day experience with Spaz. Because I've never been to a game day, and honestly, I have no desire to go to a game day. Just that's just me. You and I have talked about this. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. I'll sit at the comfort of my home and watch it on TV.
Yeah, well, let me just say that after that, I will probably be doing the same thing. I
You
I want on my bucket list, but it was not the most enjoyable experience.
No, most of the students again have been drinking since like midnight.
Since like the day before, what are you talking about? They walking up and down the streets just drinking.
I know, but I'm saying the point is they're hammered.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're awake still. Not maybe when I was 20, yeah, I could have done that 23, 24, but not now. I'm amazed I'm running this show somehow, barely, but I'm doing it.
Yes, and I do apologize for the way everything happened yesterday, folks, but sometimes shit is out of your control, and the couch is the best seat.
That is goddamn, or at least this chair with 2 monitors, so I can enjoy multiple games at the same time and not spend a lot of money or waste my fucking time.
Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson.
But you did get the experience, so now you can say,
yeah,
I did it.
Off my bucket list.
Done. Got it. Let's take a quick look here because we do have these available. Spaz, you sent me more. Had some of the delay. I think I have to resume these now because for some reason it reset them. You got a bunch of these.
Yeah, well, no, actually, those were his.
Oh, okay. I was like, you sent me this. And I was like,
from inside his. That was when that's when I knew. See, now I know. Okay, I got something. So I was,
okay. When you sent that to me, I was like, why did you get so many of them?
No, those were taken from in his truck. He's like, yeah, I got your passes, and he waited for me at the closed restaurant till I got there, and we made connection, and everything was smooth. It took a while, but I got down there, and it wasn't the VIP experience that I thought it was going to be. Scroll next picture.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I think maybe he misspoke on it because he doesn't use those. He just gives them out. So when you sent me this, I was like, Bo, you're on the wrong side of the stage.
Yeah. We were backstage. So you could see the set from behind, but you couldn't see anybody. You could barely see any of the crowd.
Isn't Stanford Steve like way the fuck over here somewhere off?
No,
off like a side panel or something like that on the stage.
He's right that where your cursor just pushed. That's about where he's at. Is over in that area.
Yeah, I was like, he's like over here, but it's like almost like an extension of the stage, kind of like in this area off to the side. So like you couldn't even really fucking see him.
Well, there's actually like 3 different little stages that you don't see that are on the other side as well. There's one to the right, that just to the right of that, which is like a little platform. And then just in front of the stage off to the left side, there is another. There's another it's like a grass area, like a turf
Yeah.
area.
Their
It's
little
got a
turf,
little
their little turf stand area. They do.
where
Their
they have
little,
that other board and stuff, but you
yeah,
can't even see it from our vantage point.
yeah.
The only
God no.
thing you could really see was the back of the stage,
Yeah, this is
the
why you
main
have a view.
stage.
This is why you have a viewing monitor.
We didn't have a viewing monitor. Only thing they put on that monitor was what was going on the main stage.
No, you did get to meet some people
All
though.
the
So
other monitors were next to us. I did get to see Pat McAfee and Herb Street right there for a minute.
you should have clotheslined Herb Street off the motorcycle. That would have been
Yeah,
fun.
I couldn't even get. Yeah, it was crazy. That's from the side of the stage after we left the backstaging area.
Pat
And
McAfee, by the way, I don't know what cocaine he does in the morning. He has way too much energy at like 5:30 in the morning.
yeah,
Way too much energy. I don't know what he takes in the mornings, but it's not legal. I'm sure. Oh, and you got to meet these cool people.
that is my buddy Chris. He's called Dapper Duck, and that's his. I forgot what she called herself. The Dapper Duckess or something like
I don't
that.
know. They are all dappered out. I mean, that is for sure. That's like next level commitment
Yeah,
dirty costume.
his hat is lit. He also was in the uh, costume contest. I didn't hear back from him if he won or not.
Oh, this is next level. I mean, look at this. This is like
Oh,
tiling or
it's
something or whatever
yeah,
the fuck this is. It is layered.
it's pretty badass.
It's extreme. The amount of work whoever did it, whether he did it or someone did it for it, the amount of work. God damn. The amount of super glue. Whatever
Yeah,
the fuck they use.
it's a pretty impressive outfit.
I bet that bitch is not comfortable to wear though.
Actually, those are gloves. Those are gloves that go over the top of the outfit.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general, like you have to like feel that shit shifting all the time or something. I don't think that would be comfortable to wear.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would be neither.
But I love the commitment. This is why college football is so great. You get these individuals that are just all into it. This is why college football is the greatest sport.
He wore that at Penn State as well.
Oh shit! Well, oh, fuck. Now I gotta go watch. I don't think he was shown on TV though.
He gets a lot of TV time most of the time when he's like at games and whatnot. A lot of times you will see the cameras find him in the crowd.
Oh, he's almost like the Oregon equivalent of the Ohio State guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. I think I've seen him before, but I've never seen it this up close. Where I'm
very well known in the Eugene community.
okay.
He also has a YouTube show where he runs and jumps from the ground into like garbage cans, and he'll go from one to another.
Well, we gotta get him on the show. What are we doing over here?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get Chris on one of these days.
Yeah, we gotta get him on here just to talk nonsense or something like that.
He's great. He's got great stories. He travels a lot, goes to a lot of the road games. Very very popular in Eugene.
Yeah, I'm all down for it. We will take every guest, especially just a duck loving fan like that. We'll take him on the show all day long. Oh, I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looks like some homeless person or something.
Yeah, he's a homeless bum with his pass and his blankie.
Does he have a shot in his hand? What is he doing with his hand right here? Almost looks like he has a shot. He's like,
No, that's just his glove.
okay. I was like, I don't know. No, that's his hand. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the glove
Uh,
over his hand.
mm.
I believe. I'm not sure.
No, that's his hand. I see rings. So I'm like, it looks like he has a shot in his hand, but
Oh
yeah,
no.
I don't know why he ran to this homeless guy. I apologize to the great duck fan over here. I apologize to this gentleman over here. Do we have any more?
It's the only one I got.
McAfee on crack.
Yep.
And wearing a Trailblazer hat. Weird.
Now that literally right behind me, that's why I took that picture, because that was the VIP area that you could see right behind me. That was where all the food and everything was, and I was literally, as you could see, right next to it. Not in it, which is what I thought initially. No, that they had tables, chairs, they had special monitors in there where they could see out front and everything. Meanwhile, my area, we just had a bunch of muddy, wet grass, and 500 people crammed into a 10 by 10 area. We literally got there. There was like nobody there. I was like, this is kind of cool. I turned around 5 minutes later, and I couldn't even see the exit.
Yeah, because you were getting there right at the time when you called me, and then I called you back because I had left my phone. I was taking Sam to the airport. And I got back and I saw it and I called you back. And then you called me back up and you were like, oh, yeah, we're about there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they're just streaming this on SportsCenter right now, but like 20 minutes before they went live. And you're like, yeah, we're just about to get there. So that means everyone waited literally till like showtime to like show up. The normal people, not the drunk ass students.
No, the whole front area was all filled in.
Is there another one here? I think. Oh, that's it. It was just another kind of a duplicate of the back of the stage. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not much for that. We talked about this. It was like, I get it. Do it once, experience it, but at the same time, then you're like, oh my god, you people are fucking. Why do we draw this in? Why? No, cheerleader. Shouldn't you be talking to Adam right now? By the way, Adam needs to text us and confirm the time tomorrow to talk Rutgers football. I so hope that happens. That'd be so funny to invite us instead of their other network channel. Still so funny.
He was wearing duck pride.
Yeah.
Those are the duck colors he was wearing.
You know what? I won't accept this blasphemy on this channel.
Yeah.
I almost did a happy hour hangout after this show, but I was like, I want to take a nap, but you get a little special one, Wendell.
Shut up, bitch.
There you go. I did. We have a Rutgers show tomorrow, apparently, but I'm still going to do the happy hour and hang out tomorrow night. We have After Dark tonight, though. Once again, be here at the beginning of the show to hear the intro. Join the happy hour.
Yeah, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let me correct myself. Happy hour hangout tomorrow night after our Rutgers thing, if that happens. If not, cool. Tonight is the After Dark show. I kind of misspoke there. I kind of twisted the titles around. So, anyways, Spaz, let's get into this because we have a lot to talk about. And I want to, first of all, so no one thinks, okay, yeah, you're the Duck guys. Cool. I want to give full props, congratulations, and everything to the Indiana Hoosiers, to Kirk Cignetti and that coaching staff, because we talked about it on the preview show with Jeffrey. And I said, had we still been in like, say, the Mario Cristobal days, and Signetti was there, I would want Chris Signetti, hands down. I'd be like, go get that guy. Well, props to them because they came in with an amazing game plan. And guess what? One team's got to lose.
Yeah.
That's just how it
Both
works.
teams were undefeated. Somebody was going home with their first loss. And unfortunately, it was us.
Yeah, and it's that's just kind of how it goes. And the shocking thing was, although we wanted to kind of take in everything that kind of happened and look back at it, and that's why we waited till today. At the same time, at the end of it, I wasn't like devastated by it. At the same time, I was kind of like, well, that sucks. But at the same time, it wasn't like the Washington game before or whatever, like those types of games where you're like, oh, what the like this one kind of, it felt different to me personally. It was kind of like, it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt different for me personally. Didn't mean that I didn't have to soak it in and like kind of take it in, but I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not devastated about it. It's kind of odd. Now the chat's just talking about you. You need to just create your own OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Spaz? Because again, I want to be the first and foremost to be like, hey, props Indiana. You came in, you did what you did. You needed to do.
Yeah, they had they executed a great game plan. Their defense was locked in. First snap of the game, I was like, oh boy. I had a bad feeling when they sacked Dante Moore on the first play of the game. It was like, yeah, this isn't going very well.
Yeah.
And as we saw, it was a very long night for our offensive line. A very long night.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That is
What Dante get sacked 5 times, 6 times?
6 times.
6 times, 6 sacks. 1 sack going in all year long through 5 games.
In the first half, like four sacks.
And in one game, he went down 6 times. Which threw 2 picks.
Which is, and 1 pick was a tip ball, that type of scenario. It sucks. It's unfortunate. That's the one thing I'm going to the fullest credit. Indiana's defense is like legitimate.
It's no joke. It's legit.
The game plan they came in with had everything going right for them, putting our offensive line in the worst positions possible. The simulated pressures they were bringing, where they'd have like a D end looking like he was coming, but then he would actually kind of drop off into just kind of like a zone or spy situation. And then they would be like, oh, is he come? He's not coming. Then he would come and he'd be a free rusher at the quarterback because they weren't expecting him to. Everything they called was almost perfection on defense. Almost perfection. Their coverage downfield, for almost the most part of it, was really spectacular. So I'm not going to fault them for that. They did everything they needed to do on defense. They shut Oregon down.
Yeah. We had no run game. And now you're starting to see. I think when you get later in the season, you've got to figure out who your bell cows are and use them. Uh, Trying to switch up running backs in different just did not work. Indiana was all over it. They spent a lot of time in our backfield yesterday. And if you can't run the ball, you're not going to be an effective team. And
Well, in all fairness, too, Oregon stopped their rushing. They only had 111 yards. We had 81. 81 is worse than 111. I don't know if that accounts for, because college is different where they don't account the sack adjusted yardage or anything. But I mean, the point is, Oregon only sacked Mendoza once.
Yeah.
So their O line was also doing really well.
And the talk going in was that Oregon's lines on both sides were bigger than Indiana's, but watching that game back, it looked like it was a complete opposite.
Well, I think we're seeing what we hesitated about before the season. Through the first few games, we got more confident. Are the lines meshing? Well, in this game, there was like zero communication, apparently, on the defense and offensive fronts. No one was talking to each other very well about, hey, this is what they're looking to do, or what. We're not coaches. We're not O-line or D-line coaches or anything of that sort, but something broke down in communication everywhere to go, this is what we have to do or watch for. And there was none of that because they were just getting pressure in the face of more left and right, like all game long.
Yeah, it was not fun.
And again, I'm not downplaying on like our guys not trying hard because I think at the end of the day, if you look at all the stats, our defense did everything they could to stop Indiana. What really did good was they eliminated Uyunglele and Tuioti almost completely from the game. They like shed them off and blocked them out. They almost had zero impact on the game and completely. Tuioti had like 3 plays between like the very end of the half and the beginning of the second half. That was it. You didn't hear Mateo's name at all.
No, they did like I said, Kurt Signetti and his coaching staff did a solid job on preparing for this game. They outplayed Oregon in pretty much every facet of the game. I mean, look at you. A big key moment in that game should be a tie game going into halftime, but Aiden Sappington again misses a 36-yard field goal, hooks it wide right, and in under the, mind you, this is all in the last minute of the first half. Looks like we're going to go in for a tie game, and instead, Indiana goes down and kicks a 58-yard fucking field goal.
Twice. I have to agree with that. One, that was one of the weirdest sequences I've seen is when Oregon moved the ball. They were right there. They were getting the position. They were running the clock down purposely, taking their time. Signetti was not calling a timeout. He had like all 2 or 3 timeouts, I believe. He might have had 2, but he wasn't calling a timeout. He was like letting the clock go down. Why the fuck? Oregon had all 3. I know that. Why didn't they call a timeout to let Sappington get set and do the field goal? He rushed out there, got set quickly, and then hooked hook an easy field goal that he does not miss.
Yeah.
Even he was stunned that he missed it. And I'm like, oh, this is not a good omen. Not a good omen. So I don't know why they didn't take a timeout and let him set correctly and not be rushed. I don't understand that decision making because Signetti was not taking a timeout. So I don't understand it. That was a very confusing. That's somebody the coaching staff and Lanning as a whole, they all need to look at and go, yeah, that was dumb. That's a time clock situation that Lanning usually is on top of. That was a bad time management type of situation. Will you stop talking to your stalker, you fucking flirt? Mrs. Spaz. Let's see. What else we got? Because, again, this is just shit on Oregon Day right here. The one thing that killed me, I gave credit to the defense. I'm going back to the defense did everything they could in this game. Out of the half, 2 3-and-outs for the defense. Just started the second half. 2 3-and-outs for Indiana. What did Oregon do with that? Fuck nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was where I was like, this is not going the way it should be.
No, it's not. And it was, I mean, our offense had one
good touchdown drive. And it was like the 3 to 4 play, minute and a half, quick play drive. That was it.
The fuck was that?
What?
The whole screen froze.
You froze. Our end was still going. You froze.
I forgot where. Oh, our defense gave us a shot. They didn't play the greatest, but they didn't play the worst. Couple of penalties that I thought that last touchdown, you could clearly see. I believe Spencer even pointed it out on his post-game comments. Was clearly the Indiana receiver pushed off on the defender and to create space, and then caught that touchdown that gave them the lead. Yeah. No call. I mean, it happens. They were letting them play yesterday. I will say that the officials were letting a lot of hand checking and a lot of like kind of grabbing and whatnot. As long as you weren't turning or pulling, they were allowing a lot to go through on both sides.
Oh, you were God damn it! So it fucking takes my mind.
Fucking you guys! God damn it!
I'm like right in my zone here, and then this comes up, and I'm like, the officials were letting them play because Signetti was fucking hot in that first half against the call in Oregon. And then the refs were like, well, we're just going to let everyone do it. That's fine. And hey, I'm okay with this. If the refs just equally let each team battle it out, that's fine with me. As long as it's equal on both sides, you can get away with a grab, you can get away with a grab or hold, whatever, a little bit. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. The thing with the defense that fucking killed me, and I don't want to downplay Finney because he made some mistakes, but Finney had that fucking pick six, which was beautiful, as they tried to use the ref or the umpire or whatever his name is, fucking the midfield judge, as like a screen, as like a pick play, and he went around it and picked it off. So Finney did good. The thing that was killing you with this defense was that they kept allowing like Surratt and their other receiver. What was their other leading receiver? I believe Cooper especially. They allowed them to keep doing these like 10 to 12 yard quick curl routes and throw to the outside, and they were like every time completions. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, it was really a lot of it was on is it Iffy, the number 7?
Yeah, if he did not have the greatest game yesterday, not the
No,
greatest.
they were picking on him, but you couldn't throw to the other side because, as you saw, number 4 was all over their receivers on his side of the ball, and even took one from Mendoza to the house.
Yeah, Finney was pretty solid yesterday. If he had a bad day, Obanegu, I just butchered that pronunciation attempt there, but yeah, if he had not a great day yesterday, but they kept giving coverage. I get it. They were like, we don't want to get burnt because Surratt showed up, player of the game, not player of the game, but a player standout we called out in the preview show with Surratt. And yeah, he came up big yesterday for Indiana. So, but the defense overall did what they needed to do. They just got put in some bad positions by the offense at the same time.
Yeah.
So
we couldn't get a run game going at all.
Fuck no.
The offensive line was leaking like a sieve. I don't know when the last time a Duck quarterback got sacked 6 times in a game.
Gabriel against Boise State.
Oh,
I want to say he got sacked like 5 times against Boise State. Let me check this. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know seems like it's been a while.
I think it was Gabriel against Boise State. I think it was 5 times. And that was when the O-line wasn't set. So that's what's weird, though. Let me go here. Schedule 2024. Let me look at Boise State. Where is? I hate when they do this. I'm trying to pull up the stats for this game, and they won't fucking. They're being goddamn looking up stats on ESPN. Pain in my ass.
Yeah,
I think it was. I think it was Boise State. It's being a dick to me right now trying to look at the stats.
Well, just maybe we can ask it. Maybe we can ask Google or whatnot. When was the last time an Oregon QB was sacked 6 times in the game?
Why are you making me work? Oregon versus Boise State 2024 stats. Okay, here we go. Now I got it. Now I got it. And finally, will let me do it. God damn, it was being a bitch. Let's see. Boise State defense sacked. Oh, sorry. Boise State sacked him 4 times. I apologize.
Yeah.
4 times. I knew it was a lot, though. It was still like a bunch. So 6, yeah, that's been a while. You do some work, bitch. Let's see her. What we got. Well, we talked about it. The biggest issue of the game, man. This O-line's got to get fixed. This communication after the Penn State game, I thought we had it going. But that affected the offense. And I'm sorry. Now I know a lot of Oregon fans have been critical of Will Stein and his screen, outside screen passes. Sometimes they work, a lot of times they don't. It's to stretch the defense. What was these? What were the pass plays? They were all in the pocket. There were like no design.
We were back to bubble Bubble Stein again.
But there were no designed rollout plays. The touchdown pass that Moore did was a play action where then he backed off and then stepped forward to throw. But there were no designed rollouts. Every time he was outside the pocket, it's because he was running from pressure. What was this play calling? I'm like, dude, if you're getting pressure, call designed rollout passes. What I didn't understand most of the play calling. Like, if it's not working, change it. You have the play calling available. You literally have the play sheet on the sideline in your hands. Call something different.
The only thing I could find on when the last time an Oregon QB or anything was sacked 6 times in a game was the fact that Oregon sacked Shador 7 times and they sacked Williams 10. So nothing shows up on when the last Oregon QB to get sacked.
So we're talking probably the 90s then, before they really started doing.
Yeah, it was probably back in the Bill Musgrave, Chris Miller era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before stats were like a big thing to keep track of. But, and look, I love Will Stein, but I think if something's not working, man, you got to get away from it.
Yeah.
And I think that was a flaw.
Well,
yesterday, and that was a huge flaw.
Here's the other thing about that. All right, your first touchdown was a 44-yard bomb right down the seam, and you never go deep again. What?
Well, the problem was they kept doing it. They kept doing it, but they didn't do it like play action style, or it was just straight. There was. The one thing that killed me was every time they had like a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, where were the quick slants? Where were the crossing routes? Where were the easy underneath to get like 5-yard type? They were non-existent.
There were. Dante was having a hard time reading yesterday because there were quite a few open receivers during that game at different spots, but he was always going to the opposite side or the opposite read and was not picking up the open targets.
That's part of it. I mean, there's a lot of film breakdown obviously they are doing immediately on the coaching staff because that was bad. And I hate to say it, at the end of the game, obviously when they were down 30-20, they got the ball back. They had like a minute and 20 seconds, something like that. Something around there, a minute 20 seconds. They went down the field. They were just burning clock. And for a while, it was like, oh, are they going to try a field goal and then an onside kick? They just kind of ran out the clock, kind of going, fuck it. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, the game's over. We're not even going to bother trying. Which I guess in some ways, like, I understand, like, why take a field goal and then try to, like, do an onside and for nothing. I get it, but at the same time, like, that was also kind of demoralizing because it felt like they just like let the clock run out.
I did pick up, I believe, a couple of more subs while I was at game day.
I haven't seen them.
Oh, well, then.
I was going to text you and be like, hey, since you're on the wrong side of the stage, pass that sign around and see if someone wants to hold it on the right side of the stage.
Well, that's just it. I didn't get this. I found the sign guy, and we talked, but he had my sign still in his truck because he didn't know if he was going to run into me or not. And he had a stack. He had a stack of signs that I swear to God were probably that deep.
Well, now we know. Now we know who makes the signs for all the game day ones.
Yes.
So I'm like, there's no way these fucking dumbass students make these signs.
No, this.
Did I just call Oregon student dumbass student? Yes, I did. We know they are.
I will get our sign though. It is made. I'll get it probably in one of the next games
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
if I
Get
make it
that. That's
down
something.
there.
That's something to hold. That's something to hold on to. And Troy, the postseason doesn't count. Remember that. And to make sure the postseason doesn't count, Troy, remember statistically, because Ohio State beat Oregon in the Rose Bowl, the Big Ten went 1-1 in postseason at that point. Or no, I'm sorry, 2-1 because they counted Oregon's loss to a Big Ten opponent as a loss for the Big Ten, which makes no sense to me still to this day. How they attributed that as a loss to the Big Ten. I still don't understand that. But that's how they do it. So you need to ask the statistical.
Thank you for
analytics
that
team.
one, Troy. Because yeah, yes, yeah.
You okay. This chat needs to get positive. All right, all of you. God, damn. This is what we come on here on Sundays to deal with.
Yeah, brutalized by Ohio State.
This is a good point though. Actually, Troy brings up the final kind of topic I had to think about yesterday while we were talking about thinking about this loss and what it means is the Ohio State theory. So last year, remember, Spaz,
Yeah.
do you remember last year? Do you recall
Yeah.
it? I'm making sure. Do you recall what happened last year?
Michigan went into the shoe and beat Ohio State, and therefore Ohio State didn't have to wait for that bye. They didn't have to do all that. They got to continue playing, and they kept their rhythm going.
Well, it's not just that. There's parts of that, but Oregon went on that 8-week straight gauntlet and concluded with the Wisconsin game before a bye to play Washington in the Big Ten Championship. In all fairness, like Ohio State, they dealt with a couple blows during the season, which made the staff and team evaluate everything, right? Oregon didn't do that. And so I, after yesterday, wasn't, like I said, shocked or overly upset or saddened. But is this that type of loss in the midseason Oregon needs, kind of like Ohio State had last season, to like jumpstart? Because I think last season Oregon peaked at the wrong time. There's that time where the team peaks and sees its potential. Maybe Oregon hasn't reached it yet. It was just a thought. It was like maybe this is what wakes up change, because we hadn't seen a need for change yet. Now we're like, okay, yeah, we got to do something different, because Oregon still controls its destiny for a playoff, but it doesn't necessarily control its destiny for the Big Ten title game.
Yeah.
Whatever you think about that, it doesn't matter. The point is this what it needs for that team to go, we need to do this differently now, and that will fix our deficiencies.
Yeah, and we got some things to work on. Thankfully, we have a fairly easy schedule the next 3 weeks. So we should be able to get it right. I mean, we should be able to make the adjustments and get shit taken care of. We have Rutgers, and then I believe we have Wisconsin after that.
No. We have at Rutgers, and I think Minnesota.
Is Minnesota before Rutgers, or maybe
No.
before
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
I think it's at Rutgers.
I think it's the other way.
Oh,
I think it's Wisconsin, and then
you're correct. It's at Rutgers, Wisconsin, at Iowa, Minnesota, home USC, at Washington. So you're correct. I think at Iowa still is the most difficult.
Yeah.
At Iowa is the most difficult, with all due respect to USC.
If we play like we did today, it's going to be trouble.
Yes. Yeah, against Iowa, yes. At Iowa, yes. With all due respect to PJ Fleck, Minnesota we will sink that boat. And USC will be a little bit of a challenge. And of course, Washington is a rivalry game. Both of those are rivalry games in a way. So, it's the same thing. Hi, Dragon. Well, by the way, welcome to see you in here tonight. But yeah, I think this is that game that Oregon last year should have lost, and maybe really kind of revamp the team, because last year they kind of just like held out and won everything, and then I think got a little complacent. I think they did, and maybe this is that rejuvenator that wakes them up, because there's no shame in losing to a really good team, and now Indiana's proven that they're a really good team. There's no shame in losing by 10 to a really, really good team. And Indiana's shown that now, that they're a really good team. So the rest of the Big Ten needs to watch out too. That's you too, Troy. You and Ohio State people need to watch out for that. That is a good song, though, Jackson. You're right. That is a good song. Jackson, you better join us on the After Dark tonight. Talk all things college football. There's a bunch to talk about. I sent you the link, I think. If I didn't, get it from someone. Oregon not have a good win. Well, no, we broke the team. We're talking about that tonight, Troy. Talk about that tonight. Because I think there's a lot. I think there's there might be a special reevaluation of standings, because the rankings are shit at this point, I think.
Yeah.
I think the whole ranking system right now is just a shit show. So we'll talk about that tonight on the After Dark show. So that's all I can say is congrats to Indiana. They did everything they needed to do. And Jackson's dropping the Twitter link here. I love that. Thank you, Jackson. It's in the description below too, a hyperlink. So if you can't click that, you can go to the description. That's our Twitter account. Spaz needs to do more work over there. Calling us Spaz. Like, do work, bitch.
Yeah, well, put the plug in the jug on this one, file it, throw it away, erase it from your memory banks, and move on. Next game.
I mean, that's all we could do. That's why yesterday was like, yeah, there's a lot to take in, but at the same time, I wasn't like upset necessarily about the loss. It was just kind of like, what happened? Like, yeah, it was more just I gotta think about this and relook at the stats of the game and certain plays and go, what went wrong? And there are things, and they're fixable things. It's just, can they get fixed?
Yeah, we are going to Angelo's if Adam buys my freaking plane ticket.
I'm not. And then if Adam invites us, confirms and invites us, sends the link for tomorrow, we'll be on the Rutgers channel, talking Oregon football. Maybe. If he sends the link. Yeah. If he sends the link, which will be quite a stab in the back to a certain network. That's the funniest part to me. I'll still invite Adam on for Tuesday on here. That's fine. But
yeah,
Monday night would be the funniest thing in the world. Invite us on the Quacking Off channel.
Yeah, I'll have it. Yeah.
Spaz, you're wanted. Be appreciative, you fucking bitch. Did I just drop an F and a B word all the same? Fucking bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Couldn't help
Yeah,
myself.
I'll have a good win. If Oregon beats Rutgers next week, I think we'll be
If Oregon loses to Rutgers that week, just fire Dan Lanning. At this point, just fucking axe him. Just axe him. I'm not going the Penn State route. We're just not doing this. We're not doing it.
All right. God damn it. Look, man.
That's
everybody's
tonight.
been asking for the Dan Lanning experience. Well, here
no.
you go.
Oh no. On
national TV.
Oh my God, you froze up. Thank God. I only saw it for like half a second. Thank God. No, Jackson, that's later tonight on the After Dark show. So, all right. Well, Spaz, it was a fun weekend of football, exciting weekend. It didn't turn out the way we wanted to, especially with game day there. But hey, again, two good teams. One team's got to lose, right? It's kind of how that's called sports. So.
Oh yeah, you missed it, Frank. And Dan Lanning took his shirt off and everything. Him and Pat McAfee side by side on game day.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of this like inch of chest hair he has right here. He's got this weird patch. I was like, what in the fuck is that? It was just kind of weird. It just kind of stood out to me. I mean, I know, shocking, a gay man would notice a weird patch of body hair on the guy. Yes, shocking. Anyways. All right. Spaz, any final thoughts on this? Because again, two good teams. A team's got to lose. That's how sports work.
That's right. Check it up. Move on. Correct your mistakes. Make some changes. And, if Will Stein calls another game like that, send him to UCLA immediately.
No, we'll be talking about that later tonight too. And no, they don't even need to talk to Will Stein. I don't think at this point. With all due respect to Will Stein, not an insult to Will Stein. We'll get into that tonight, though.
Yep.
But yeah, congratulations, Indiana. Signetti's done a great job, and now you are 2-72 all time against AP top 5 teams.
Yeah,
you're getting there, Indiana. Don't worry, you're getting there. You're getting there. All right. Well, then, everyone, thank you for joining in here. And join us tonight for not the live post game, but the After Dark show, mostly right here on the Quacking Off channel. I should have hit that better.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I guess that's it, huh? It's fast.
That's it. That's all, folks. EBD.
I'm gonna get drunk and take a nap.
Okay.
All right. Spaz, what time is it though?
Quitting time.
Wrong. Did you just fucking hurt yourself doing nothing?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're done. All right, everyone. We'll see you tonight on the After Dark show. And fuck Washington.
Fuck Washington.